Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your April general reading. This is intended to support you, obviously, throughout the month of April, but is also intended to support you whenever you find it. So let's get started with your overall energy for the month. We have the King of Pentacles. Scorpio, this shows you to be focused on your security, your stability, your safety, and ultimately your comfort. For you, comfort in a stable, safe zone means generosity. It means sharing a part of who you are, displaying your method for producing results, for building things successfully, for gaining security and abundance, stabilizing that by modeling it to others. Your method, how you do things, is a big part of the generosity and the service that you provide to others in making your process, your goals, your journey transparent. So your mastery of the material plane, and that doesn't mean that you are perfect. It means that you are an expert in discipline, in applying a procedural journey and path towards your goals. And this is a lot of the generosity that makes you feel good about what you have been able to build and secure for yourself. And that necessarily includes the community that you care about and work on behalf of. In your past, we have the Seven of Cups, the Magician, and the Ten of Wands. These shells are like bells for me, so big changes occurring in the way that you are continuing to work through your desires, your goals, understanding better and better how the things that were once important to you, that once seemed to be objects of your accumulation, are as much about projections of your less than positive characteristics. Many of the things that you once aspired to have, that you believed would lend you security, are the result of some injustice, some unfairness, some trauma, some hurt that you may have sustained. And there's a way in which the things that you want may have represented some reward, some safety against the kind of lack or pain that you've endured. This is also your recognition that everything on offer to you is not equally beneficial. In fact, some of the things that you may have once pursued as part of your desires are actually negative or dangerous for you. You're understanding that better and better, and that the many things that we wish to accumulate, believing that they will secure and protect us from dangers, loss, or heartache, are often distractions against the pursuit of the things that are most significant to us. And what is most significant to you at this time, Scorpio, is the desire to be of service, but that service that you now understand you are a part of is about addressing your own goals and standards for excellence, for generosity, for making resources, tools, and practical means for people being able to empower themselves. What you create, what you build, you believe is for everyone. If they're willing to observe your process of discipline, hard work, dedication, loyalty, and a sense of communal well-being. So this is what you are developing as your aspiration, your motivation, your goal. That whatever you build for yourself, whatever prosperity or stability you're able to gain, is ultimately a contribution to the larger collective whole, to the benefit of that whole. You are releasing through this process a lot of expectations that others have placed upon you. The desire to conform is no longer necessary as you've learned to understand and understand the worth of who you are and what you have to contribute. So this is powerful for you, Scorpio, in terms of having a kind of rebirth in which you are transforming those things that you have accomplished, your achievements, into an offering that is bringing a greater sense of value and service to the entire community as you share your way of gaining the stability, the security, and the generosity, the abundance that is benefiting you directly. In the present, we have the Five of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Empress card. I'm picking up themes of not only change that is coming externally as the result of events in the world, but also the desire for change. And this is, again, very much a part of you, the recognition of who you are and what your gifts are. So you are continuing to recognize that the things that you once thought were important are no longer valued in the same way as you begin to understand that your wealth comes from within you. Your sense of dedication and discipline are what is helping you to create a greater alignment with who you are and what you're able to achieve. Valuing that for yourself primarily, but also understanding that it is part of what is creating the change in the world that you want to see. This is how you are creating change, not only in your life, but in the world. And you're doing that with others. You're doing that by allowing others to work with you in a non-hierarchical way, so that your sense of empowerment is shared with others, and you are learning to lead and follow and allow others the same opportunity by observing you. You are at the core of this abundance that you are recognizing exists within you. And that abundance comes from this ability to take what you have and create what you want from it. There are no illusions or tricks to this. So your ability to create apparently something out of nothing is quite literally your ability to mimic the natural cycle of growth and development. You apply that to everything that you do in your own life. You're eternally generating new ideas, new ways to utilize the abundance that you recognize in every opportunity. So this empowerment that you're experiencing, this ability to work with others to create change, understanding that no one has the solution, but you are agreeing to work together, to find solutions together by utilizing your skills in an equitable way, so that you're all building on one another. And that magician energy is about your ability to replicate the natural process of growth and expansion, so that others are able to follow your modeled lead, You are simply modeling, being transparent about what you do. In the immediate future, we have the Devil, the Page of Cups, and the High Priestess. Wow. Well, for one thing, you have 1, 2, and 3 of the major arcana, and that is very significant because you're activating a lot of the choices that you now recognize are before you now and always. The ability to select your goals as being aligned with who you are rather than what has been dictated to you is part of the liberation that you are experiencing in every opportunity. This is a choice that you have learned to make out of years of experience, years of attempting to conform to the expectations and needs of others. But also, this is about your ability to recognize that every opportunity to grow, to collaborate, to make a change presents you with this opportunity over and over again. And you're strengthening your commitment to yourself and your purpose of service by being able to align your goals with who you are and what your skills and gifts are, that thus encouraging others. But through this process of sharing, you are in a position to continually open your heart as you share what you know, receive the feedback from others, and allow them to share back with you. This experience of eternal growing, eternal discovery of self is amplifying your creative abilities, your trust in who you are, this continual evaluation that is reflected in the experience of others as they recognize and are supported by your knowledge, your experience, your skills. So this process of learning who you are through this new experience of sharing equitably with others, working together in a way that allows everyone to participate at their level, is causing you to continually unfold this deep self-knowledge that is giving you, aligning your intuition with the best way forward for yourself, allowing you to tap deeply into knowledge that you have accumulated over this lifetime, and for many of you, over many lifetimes. I'm going to clarify the 4 of Cups in your present with the 9 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. It's an interesting summary of this reading in many ways. You've gained this position of independence, of solvency, of sovereignty over your life, and an enjoyment, an appreciation, an ability to utilize the resources that you have cultivated and built. This abundance that surrounds you and provides you with comfort, reward, as well as the desire to invest. This desire to invest is very much about the process that you share with others, the ability to lend your skills and experience to the group desiring change, improvement in your experience, in your world, in your environment, and also the desire to begin again, to begin anew, to encourage new process, new growths, and to do that on a broader collective level. As you are able to, again, dispense with the traditional institutional forms, create collaborations as opposed to mastery and control in a traditional sense, and really allow your skills to blend and work with the skills of others so that you are inviting a journey and a new path that doesn't have a clear conclusion, because the conclusion is invested as a part of this collective experience of increasing the value and opportunities for more and more growth, inviting inquiry into the change that you want to make, the improvements you want to see in your experience. I hope this is helpful for you, Scorpio. I invite you to like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot, and I'm going to pull an oracle card to finish this off, and I pulled self-esteem. I possess the gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. I thank you for this reading, Scorpio. I look forward to seeing you next time, and until then, namaste.